Okay, so Dhana is saying, ma'am, I have health anxiety and my energy is very low now. How to overcome that? Please help me. Okay, so first of all, letting you know that the health anxiety is pretty common and this is increased after pandemic even more. The kind of psychological damage the pandemic has done on all of us, because we have seen a lot of trauma subjectively, that we have experienced actually the impact of COVID-19, or maybe we have seen people around us or even watched the news channels, etc. And it has created a lot of psychological impact on our thought process, where we start feeling, what if tomorrow something happens to me and it's not in my control? So health anxiety or paranoia has become very common these days. So I wanted to check, Thana, whether it is coming from last few years what has happened, or it's always been there. Now, if it's always been there, again, you got to check whether in your closest family members, have you seen some people having big health issues, or maybe people dying of health issues, right? So I want you to look at your personal experiences when it comes to health. Whether it is your own experiences, whether you had a lot of as you were growing up, you had some health issues and they were like, you were constantly on medication, or people around you were always worried about your health. Now you need to work on all of these things and figure it out whether it's coming from there. However, having a health anxiety, it's very, very easy to deal with, okay? So understand this first. Every thought that you get is processed by your nervous system, and from nervous system it goes to your endocrine system. Your endocrine system has got one big part of your endocrine system, which is called as hypothalamus pituitary adrenaline axis, HPA axis, okay? And this HPA axis controls the homeostasis or balance of your body. Every time there is a stressful thought that comes to you, the HPA axis responds to it by releasing cortisol, the stress hormone in your body. And every time you get a positive thought in your mind, it releases endorphins in your body. Now, the more endorphins in your body, the more your immunity levels are higher, and the more you will feel better mentally, physically, emotionally. But the more cortisol in your blood, you are automatically going to be on a cycle of feeling anxious. So I want you to look at here about the thoughts that you get. Now, if your thoughts towards your health or generally are more negative, then I want you to start practicing mindfulness, where you can actually start working on your thought process to become more automatic on positive side. Now, there's a lot of work that you can do in this place, where you can choose any modality. But if you want to really work on your health anxiety, there are 3 steps I can give you. First, start working on being more mindful. So maybe you can start doing 5 minutes, 10 minutes meditation, journaling, releasing all the anxious thought outside of your mind. So it's like purging out from your mind and putting it out there, so that your mind doesn't keep thinking about it. Second thing, I want you to focus on the feelings that you have on an everyday basis. Your feelings or your emotions are directly connected to the chemicals that are generated in your body. Your body is the biggest chemical factory. More than 120 chemicals are generated in this factory every single day. Based on the chemicals that are generated in your body, you're going to feel or experience your life or the reality that you experience. Now, if you focus on your emotions and if you set an intention that I choose to be happy today, what you want to do is, when you set an intention to choose to be happy, I want you to choose at least 3 things every day that you will do that makes you happy. Not anybody else, but that makes you happy. You have to find at least 3 things every single day that makes you happy. And the third thing, see the anxiety, if you can look at anxiety as an opportunity to focus on what your body is trying to tell you. Okay? So don't look at anxiety as a bad thing, but if you can look at anxiety as an opportunity, it will help you to focus on what do you need to do to take care of your health. Is there a gap between between what you want and what you're doing? So maybe focusing on your diet. Now I have read, I have walked, and I have done a lot of research on, there's a diet called as Mind Diet. Mind Diet is basically a combination of Mediterranean diet plus a DASH diet. The DASH diet is which works on hypertension diet. So when you create a combination of diet or nutrition for you, best is finding a professional who can help you with it. Work on your diet if you're not already working on it. Getting yourself an exercise every single day. Whatever it is, whether it's walking, running, whatever works for you, swimming, gymming, whatever works for you, every single day getting exercise. Getting your health in order is a pretty simple mechanism, right? And one of the things that I've seen work beautifully on health anxiety is intermittent fasting. Now, I'm not asking you to do the intermittent fasting in terms of do 16-8 or do 20 and 4. I'm not saying those kind of drastic ones. But if you can start intermittent fasting 12 hours. So you start with 12 hours where you're eating for 12 hours, you're fasting for 12 hours, and you can go up to 14 and 10. So if you can be empty stomach for 14 hours and if you can eat in 10 hours, you can begin with that. I've seen a lot of people's anxiety has come under control with intermittent fasting. And maybe you can do this 3 days a week or 4 days a week, not all days a week, but it will really help you to take care of the chemicals in your body. Now, what does intermittent fasting does? It's a Nobel Prize winner winning concept, but actually it's always there in our ancient system of medicine, which is Ayurveda. Intermittent fasting starts autophagy in your body. Autophagy means whatever the excess toxins are there in your body, when your body cells do not get the food, they start eating the fat cells and they start decomposing the toxins in the body and they start releasing them from the body. And remember one thing, your body straight impacts your thoughts. As much as your thoughts impact your body also impacts your thoughts. So the moment you start taking care of your body, you automatically will see the chemicals in your body changing, your HPA axis coming in more balanced, and you will start feeling healthier emotionally, mentally, and automatically your anxiety levels will drop down. Having said that, if it's too much Dhana, then my suggestion is please seek professional help. It will be always a good thing rather than trying to figure out yourself. Figuring it out from people, those are professional, those who have worked on it, will really do a great deal for you. So, did you learn from this, everybody? Let's give a lot of love to Dhana right now.